Hey everyone, it's Hanna Pixelfarm, back again. Today we're not just playing LEGO Fortnite. We're building something absolutely incredible, a castle that's gonna blow your mind. And guess what? We don't need any of those super duper paid sets, nothing like that. Just the base LEGO Fortnite Odyssey game, which you all already have, and one freebie set, Majestic Manors. Yep, you're not seeing things free. So, grab your coffee, tea, cookies, whatever you fancy, because today we're diving into the world of LEGO, where a real fortress grows from simple blocks. You know why I got so hyped about this project? Because it started as an exclusive thing for my Patreon supporters. These folks are pure gold, they support me so much. I wanted to thank them with something special. And that's how the idea for this castle was born. But you know, I thought, why not share this beauty with everyone? So, thanks to my Patreon sponsors, you too can build this castle in your world. If you like these exclusive goodies and want to support the channel, then join us on Patreon. And don't forget about the Hanna Pixelfarm code in the Epic Game Store when you buy something. That helps the channel a lot too. Okay, back to our castle. Like I said, we're building this whole wonder from the Majestic Manors set. I just fell in love with this set. There are so many cool details. You can build a castle for a princess or a knight, whatever you fancy. And you know what? I decided to put our castle on the water. Why? Well, first off, water is a perfectly level surface. Anyone who's built even once in LEGO Fortnite knows how important it is to have a level base, especially for big projects like this. Secondly, a castle on the water, that's no joke. It's hard to shell or capture. Water isn't just decoration, it's real protection. And thirdly, let's be honest, a castle reflected in the water is just unbelievably beautiful. Kind of a picturesque view, the water emphasizes the structure, the reflection completes the image. Well, you get it, I'm an aesthete at heart. So we start with the outline. I take blocks and towers and create this island platform for our castle. This method, by the way, is a cool life hack if you're building not on water, but on some hilly terrain. You can level out the area in the same way, make a platform base. The main thing is that the base is level, like a table. This, by the way, also adds height to our walls. The castle will look even more majestic. In my case, since we're on the water, this leveling layer turns out to be hollow inside. And here, another cool feature opens up. We can make a secret storage there, or some kind of reinforcement, or just place workshops. You'd only need to make a floor and an extra entrance. Remember this idea for the future, because who knows what other castles we'll be building. After the first layer with the hollow space, I add another row of the same blocks on top. This way we cover the hollow, raise our area even higher, and get such a nice even surface. And you know what's cool? You can start building right on it. No need to pave it with tiles. This saves us building elements. And pay attention here, because now there's gonna be important info. Listen carefully, because I'm going to tell you a secret now. I've built castles in LEGO Fortnite more than once, and I know what I'm talking about. When you build such grand structures, you can seriously hit the building limit. That's when the game says, sorry friend, no more blocks will fit. Your imagination is boundless, of course, but resources are limited. And so, to prevent this from happening, you need to think with your head. In the last castle, I couldn't even finish building it to the end. And you know what's worse? When I knocked down some elements to free up space, I couldn't put them back. Limit, it says. And that's it. Therefore, building this castle, I was already smarter. I built all the elements, starting from the main, large ones, and ending with the small, secondary ones. Kind of a from important to not so important principle. Might sound a bit boring, but believe me, it saves nerves and time. So we've laid the foundation of the castle, now we take the tiles. But don't rush to pave the whole area. I only outlined the contour of the building with tiles. Kind of a sketch to see where everything will be. And only after that I started building the main building. Starting with the walls. Here, in fact, everything is quite simple and monotonous. There aren't that many elements, so they're easy to find in the menu, and hard to make a mistake. The main thing is to be careful and not rush. I understand the video is sped up, but you can turn on a slower speed if you want to see everything in detail. And also soon I'll upload a full video, without speeding up, where I don't cut anything out. If you like that format better, then wait for the slow video. But I assure you that with this video too, you can build the same castle. The choice is yours, to wait or build right now. Personally, I wouldn't wait. My hands are itching to build. You know, I wanted our castle to be kind of simplified or something. Not overloaded with details, but at the same time majestic and functional. That's why its layout is also quite simple. It consists of an entrance group, the main volume, and the main tallest tower. The entrance group is kind of like the castle gates, with 2 small towers on the sides and a platform on the roof. The main volume is the heart of the castle, 4 floors and a platform on the roof, and it's surrounded by 4 towers, with stairs inside to move between floors. Convenient, right? The first floor is kind of a utility floor. Here you can make warehouses, kitchens, workshops, well, you understand, all sorts of household chores. We get to the second floor through the entrance group. We go up the stairs. Here we have the main hall and the throne. Where would a castle be without a throne? This floor, by the way, is combined with the third. On the third floor, there are balconies and an exit to the terrace above the entrance group. Kind of a space for walks and admiring the scenery. But the fourth floor, that's all ready for living. Here you can make rooms for the castle residents. For those, in fact, for whom we are building this castle, the main tower, the tallest one, and the platform on the roof, these are all ready for defense. From there the view is great, and you can shoot back at the enemy, defend the castle. And don't forget about the secret floor under the castle. There you can hide everything that didn't fit in the castle. Imagine, if you decide to recreate this castle in your world, then just repeat after me step by step. I tried to show everything in as much detail as possible, but I want to draw your attention to the construction of the walls. Remember the rule, build all external walls and elements that go outside from external walls. They are taller by the thickness of the floor, and build all internal walls from internal wall elements. They are shorter than external ones. This is important, so that the height on each floor is correct. Otherwise, you'll suffer later, redoing things. Tested from personal experience. When you build the main building, you can start on the defensive towers and walls around it. Here the main thing is to figure out how one tower is built, and then just reproduce it. Building the surrounding walls is of course a bit of a long process, but it's simple, and in my opinion, even meditative. You sit there, put blocks, music plays, you drink tea. Is this even work? It's a pleasure, especially when you play your favorite game. And you know what else is cool? For those who want to simplify their lives even more, I've posted floor plans on Patreon. There, it's directly marked where to put which element. Of course, you can build without plans, only from the video. The choice is yours. But if you want everything quickly and clearly, then the plans are your option. When you finish with the main walls and towers, you can move on to creating the interior layout. Here you can already give free rein to your imagination. This is a great opportunity to add personal details. Make each room unique. Arrange furniture, add decor, create rooms for different needs. Throne room, library, workshop, whatever your heart desires. Don't hold back. And don't forget about lighting. Interior and exterior lights are just magic. They add atmosphere to the castle, emphasize architectural details, especially at night. Use different types of lights, play with light and shadow to create coziness and drama. Lighting is not just to see, it's mood. And if you still have inspiration and time, then add decorative elements in the castle courtyard. Gardens, fountains, benches for relaxation. All this will add special charm to your castle. Don't be afraid to experiment and add your own ideas. Remember, it's your castle, you're the main architect and designer here. And you know what I'll tell you? Building a castle is not just a set of blocks. It's a process that brings pleasure, gives you the opportunity to express your creativity. Don't worry if something doesn't work out the first time. In LEGO Fortnite, you can always redo and improve everything. The main thing is to enjoy the process and create what you like. Because the game is for fun, right? Well then, friends, thank you for being with me in this project. I hope you got inspiration and helpful tips for creating your own castle. Remember, your support on Patreon is very important for the channel's development. Use the Hanna Pixelfarm code when shopping in the Epic Games Store, and join our community. We'll build together. I wish you success in building and see you in the next videos. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you enjoyed it. Bye.